The fourth quarter-final in the Amber Springs and Ashdown Park Hotel Intermediate Football Championship is St Mary's Maudlintown against Fethard St Mogues. And St Mary's Maudlintown last year beaten finalists, Andy. Obviously they had a very impressive run to the final that year.
Yeah, they did, and they're a club that's really passionate about football. Jeez, they really love it, and they give a lot to it. A lot of good players. Alex Lynch is a great man marker, solid out in defence. Dermy Flood obviously as well is at the heart of most things that they do. They're a good footballing team. I don't know if they'll have enough for Fethard. I actually seen a bit of the game yesterday. I seen Gareth Foley's red card and thought it was quite soft now, to be honest. I think Fethard are going to have too much for them. Mikey Dwyer and John Tubber come back in now. Two very dangerous forwards. Mikey Dwyer, he's an audacious kind of shooter, but a lot of the shots he takes, he seems to score.
Sure.
But yeah, I'd probably fancy Fethard in this one.
And Patrick, he played Maudlintown, and you might have some news from the management as well.
Yeah, well, we played them 2 weeks ago and we lost it by 4 points. I think they were down to 14 men for most of the second half. We got level a few minutes ago and somehow managed to lose again. A bit of a sickener for us now, to be honest. But the lads are strong. Like Dermy Flood's been mentioned there. Alex Lynch, a really good defender. He'll have a big game against John Hubbard, I'd say. Fairness, Owen Kinslow was in goal that day against us. I think he made 5 or 6 unbelievable saves into him. In fairness to the guy, he did really well. So it's a bit of information you're saying there. I don't know if John Gott can be very happy with me saying this, but there is strong talks that Paul Murphy will feature sometime in this match, which will be
injured, of course. So it's all a case of whether he's able to come back and play or not, I suppose. Really.
Well, this is it, and sure, we all know Paul. In fairness, he can wreck a game when he's on form. I remember he scored a goal against me in Kilmore. I didn't even know he kicked it when I was in the back of the net, to be honest with you. So that and Todd Hines, I think, had a few minutes in him yesterday as well. The one thing with the lads, I know they're fourth in the group. Last year, I think they drew with Ferns in the first game. We beat them in the second game. They went in against Ross there. They won that and then they pushed on to play ourselves then in the county final. So hard to write the lads off, in fairness to them. Christy Lane is still there. Alex Lynch, as we mentioned. There's a lot of big lads there. But then Fethard are a very strong team as well. So. Yeah,
before we talk about Fethard in a little bit more detail, St Mary's Maudlintown are one of those teams that seems to be struggling a good bit with injuries. They have lads that are missing a couple of games here and there with knocks and niggles, and it's hard from that point of view to predict how well they're actually going, because if they're playing a game with down a few big players and it's closer than we think, or if they lose by a point or two, it's hard to call then really when it comes to the knockout.
Yeah, it's impossible. I know even Pierce Dooley, he was wing forward for the championship last year, and I think he's missed most of this year. Todd Hines as well, really good forward, so stylish when he gets the ball, a lovely left foot. And they're unpredictable, St Mary's. On the day they could push away. I remember playing them. We played them down in Rosslare one year and we were 10 points down at half time, and intermediate championship. This is probably, I'd say, 3 years ago, and didn't expect it whatsoever. So they're a really fiery team, and if they can get on top of it, they'll push away. I wonder with the Sarsfield staying up now, is that going to take a bit of wind out of their sails? Because I think they had a bit of ambition to be the only town team in senior, so
they're hoping to replace them some year.
Yeah, but that might knock a bit of wind out of their sails.
Fethard then, obviously we know some of their forwards on the county team in both football and hurling. We've mentioned Mikey Dwyer there a bit. John Tubbard again is another player that's very hard to pin down, Patrick.
Yeah, they're very strong. The lads, I think we played them 2 years we were in senior. We played them. We managed to beat them the first one. The second game we played them in Ross, and I think the touch Tubbard's foot that day went over the bar, in fairness to him. He was unbelievable, and it will come down, I think, to the likes of Alex Lynch having a big game on him. And the thing is, when you stop John, does that just make more room for Mikey there as well? It's a big day for the lads, but very strong Fethard team as well.
So what's your prediction?
I'm going to have to go Fethard in this one. I think the experience. I'm sure that the mod squad, as we call them, will turn around now and throw that back in my face and beat him, but no, I'd have to go for Fethard in this one.
Yeah, I think Fethard are going to win it. I'd love to see the Marys do it, because they're such a good group of lads. Even last year when we bet in the county final, they came out and came to Foley's with us in Crossabeg. They're a great group of lads, but I just think Fethard are going to have too much for them, and I could see Fethard pulling away here 7 or 8 points.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with the lads. I think the two best teams in this championship so far have been Fethard and Horswood, so I predicted Horswood to win their quarter final. I'm going to predict Fethard to win this one.